Welcome to this week's episode of the Voynich Manuscript podcast. My name is Finn Hammersley, and today I'm joined by
Neo.
And me, Sky, once
All
again.
right.
Hello.
All right. And in this week's episode, we're going to be talking about Skinwalkers. All right. So first of all, you know how this goes by this point. Do any of you know anything about Skinwalkers?
Yes, I know. I know Sky basically. So
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Sky is a Skinwalker, clearly.
All
All right,
right.
Sky, do you know
Well-
anything about Skinwalkers?
Ah,
Or have you heard of
Sure.
them?
I certainly have actually. I know. Well, I've just heard accounts of Skinwalkers, but that's about it. I know sort of a basic premise.
Right, then,
I mean, I
would
didn't know
you-
what episodes we were going to do walking into this.
I know, that's kind of the point.
Yeah.
All right, so Sky, would you like to give us a rundown of what a Skinwalker is then, from your knowledge? And I will correct you.
All right. Sounds good. Well, just going based on if I'm remembering this correctly, Skinwalkers are a being, maybe from Native American tale, or they're mostly known based in America.
Mm-hmm.
They are these beings, these shapeshifter beings that take the form of something, but not completely. Like they can't completely shapeshift, and they're really creepy looking. Like their eyes are all strange, and I don't know. I guess they hunt after humans, and they mimic people.
Mm-hmm.
They have skin.
Yeah,
and
that's
they
about
walk.
it. That's as far as I'm blanking a little bit, but that's kind of how all the scary stories went. It was just that there were shapeshifters that kind of weren't perfect and they were scary.
Right, cool. Well, you kind of got it half right.
Wonderful.
So there are actually two different types of Skinwalkers, and I'll be discussing them both. The first one we'll be discussing is the Native American Skinwalker. You know, the traditional Skinwalker.
Yeah.
And the next one, we'll be discussing the one that you just described, which was basically invented by 4chan.
Oh.
Anything from 4chan is real. We all know this.
So, yeah, we'll be
wonderful.
touching on both, because one of them is really interesting. The other is made by 4chan, so
Wow.
it's actually also quite interesting. I really like both of them. They're both very fascinating, but one of them definitely has that air of it was made on the internet, if you get what I'm
And-
saying.
And 4chan of all places.
Yeah.
Which is the Native American one, clearly.
All right, so first we'll go over the Native American one.
Let's go.
Also, if you could hear, it's absolutely pissing it down with rain where I am. I don't know about you two.
Oh no, I mean it's been raining a bit. I don't know if it's raining right now. These
It is
headphones kind of cancel out sound.
Let's say it's absolutely hammering it down here. I'm just hoping that my mic doesn't pick it up. Actually,
I can't hear it. But,
you can't hear it?
I closed all my windows, so you can't hear
Yeah,
it.
my windows and doors are closed, so I'll cut this bit out. Obviously, I just wanted to quickly check. I meant to do it earlier, but you
Yeah.
know. All right. Anyway, so yeah, the Native American Skinwalkers. So I'm just gonna try that again. So basically, it was a tale by the Navajo people, who were a Native American group, consisting of some 300,000 individuals nowadays. Most of them living in the New Mexico, Arizona, Utah region. And they had a tale of what was essentially like a boogeyman sort of tale, and that was the Skinwalkers. So Navajo witches represent the and Skinwalkers are a type of Navajo witch. I should have mentioned that. Represent the antithesis of Navajo cultural values, while community healers and cultural workers are known as medicine men and women, or by other positive, nurturing terms in the local indigenous language. Witches are seen as evil, performing twisted ceremonies and manipulating magic in a perversion of the good. The good works medicines people traditionally perform. In order to practice their good works, traditional healers learn about both good and evil magic. Most can handle the responsibility, but some people become corrupt and choose to become witches.
Can I just say that
Yeah.
Skinwalkers being a name for something that's eagle, I'm guessing supposedly meant to strike a little bit of fear. I mean, you can use it for kids or something like that to try and scare them into doing something. Skinwalkers does not sound like a very scary name.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
putting it out there.
that's the like the actual the Skinwalkers is basically the English, like the Western word for it.
See, we ruined everything.
Look,
'Cause
it doesn't sound scary, you know, because we know how easily we can damage our skin. It's not really that threatening. Just chuck a bit of boiling hot water at it, and you're all good. It'd give it some third-degree burns or second-degree burns. You know.
Right. So,
Oh God.
I can't pronounce the like word in the native language, and I'm not even going to attempt it because I know.
Just like Jacob said.
Shut up.
I'm sorry.
Shut up. I was doing my best in that episode because I'm not French. I assume you're talking about the Wizard of Mauritius episode.
Yes, because I'm a good friend and I listen to every single episode.
Yes, unlike Jacob, that's why I bag on him in the episodes that he's not on. Like in the 50s,
another one.
Like in the 50 states episode. Like, I just spent a whole 30 seconds just going, yeah, this will cut out because it was Jacob's fault because he disconnected his microphone.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad that I have that freedom as a white
creator.
male podcaster. Anyway, so the literal translation for like the native word for Skinwalkers is by means of it, it goes on all fours.
Yeah.
So in the legend of the Skinwalkers, animals associated with witchcraft usually include tricksters such as the coyote. However, it includes other cultures usually associated with death or bad creatures usually associated with death or bad omens. And what Skinwalkers in like the Navajo legends did was basically wear the skins of these animals and then transform into like monstrous versions of these animals.
Yeah.
These guys ever just got like high and just hallucinated some of the stuff. Like it was just a nice little fox coming over. And they've just had some of that like good bush kush, you know.
The bush kush.
And they see this little,
excuse me.
Bush kush, like
that bush kush.
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about, Brendan? Because I want some of that bush kush.
They just see like the fox come over, and just because of like the massive trip that they're going on, they think it's some big scary creature when it's just a little fox. So you see them running out of the like your whole tribe sees these guys running out of the wood, and a fox just slowly following them like a normal fox, but they think it's this giant fucking scary creature because of their bush kush.
Incorrect. Foxes run away. Yeah, also, bush kush is my drag name. I'm writing that one down. That's good.
Put that in your list of D&D band names.
Bush, kush.
That's good.
Oh,
I'm
fucking
keeping
hell.
that.
Um.
Oh my god.
All
Well,
right.
you're not
So
gonna let me down for that, are you?
no, not at all. All right. So non-native interpretations of Skinwalker stories typically take up the form of partial encounter stories on the road, where the protagonist is temporarily vulnerable but escapes from the Skinwalkers in a way not traditionally seen in Navajo stories. Sometimes Navajo children take European folk stories and substitute Skinwalkers for like generic killers. Like a common one is like the one where it's like, oh yeah, two teenagers driving down the road. One of them gets out the car, he's killed, and then all that's left is the hook of the killer, sort of thing.
Damn it! I was gonna make that joke.
Yeah, well,
The man door, hook, hand, car door.
yeah, but that sort of story is usually told, but Hookman is normally substituted for a Skinwalker.
Goddamn
Oh,
Skinwalkers
okay.
getting with the hooks now.
Brendan, you're
got
so
me hooked.
uncultured.
They've got me hooked, man.
They always.
I'm sorry, I'll go now.
Yeah, but
Please
don't.
don't leave.
No, because it will ruin the recording. Please don't.
Okay, I won't. Only because
Alright.
you asked nicely.
Thank you, Brenda.
Thank you.
So, we're putting Butch Kush aside, do any of you have any theories about like the Native American interpretation of the Skinwalker before I go on to like the more Western version of it?
Okay.
Did they ever consider it being like roadkill or something, and just
Well, considering like Native American tales usually originate from a time where roadkill wasn't a thing.
hey, horses trampling over other animals, it could happen.
God. But that's also just
Sure, Brendan. Sure.
That's just not what the story's about at
But
all.
you're just saying it's like the skins of other animals, so clearly,
Yeah,
it's
being worn by witches to then transform into like monstrous versions of those animals.
Do the witches like scrub out the blood, or is it still going to look bloody like it's just been killed?
I don't fucking know.
I just muted myself and I got
Wait,
away with it. No, it's because the mute is on my headphones.
Oh, okay.
So it
Oh,
shouldn't have
Christ.
messed up the recording.
As long as you didn't actually mute your Discord.
Nope, not at all.
Okay.
Okay, I had to make sure that was out
breathe. I'll know if Craig sends me a notification saying, oopsie poopsie, the recording's done fucked up.
Alright, anyway, so I didn't hear any of what you were saying. I just had to answer a question, but
Okay, so
next time that happens, just leave it on and I'll edit around it.
okay.
Good theory. Good theory right now, okay? Like legitimate theory.
Mm-hmm.
What
horses are cars?
God damn it.
Was that the theory?
No, it wasn't.
I feel like it was though, because that's how you started it. So I'm assuming that's how you ended it.
No, I was going away from that. I was gonna have a legitimate theory.
Okay, Brendan.
Cows, cars.
Okay, Brendan. What is your legitimate theory, Brendan?
Okay.
Apes? Wait, what'd you say?
Said apes.
He did say apes. Okay.
I said okay.
Oh.
Okay, but okay.
A cape. Okay,
guys,
Brendan, continue.
You guys are making fun of me for being sick. Okay,
We thought you said ape.
You thought that Brendan said ape. I didn't hear that.
I thought you said ape, but okay. Anyway, continue on.
Okay, so think like probably just some like old ladies, just needing to get some warmth. What did you do back in the day? You would skin animals, get their pelt, make it into something. Didn't really have the means to clean it, so they just used it as like, just there just for warmth. Because we don't know when like the different times and how cold it was and all that stuff back then. We don't know how bad global warming was back then, So
it
Well,
wasn't very bad back then.
Yeah, no, there wasn't much going on back then.
So what
We
I'm thinking is just maybe they mistook a couple old ladies for wearing some dirty hide of dead animals.
Okay.
What
That's
I'm
my
gonna
legitimate
do?
There were
theory.
old women.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. That's definitely an interesting theory. I'm
Eh,
gonna
mistaken, yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna send a picture quickly of like an artist rendition of a Skinwalker. So
Oh, I'm ready.
I've sent it in the general chat. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Okay, let's have a look. Oh my god, that is so different to what I'm used to seeing.
No one.
Okay.
So yeah, that's see look, it's a person wearing an animal pelt.
Yeah.
See it at the
Okay.
moment. So the first picture, yeah, it really does kind of show kind of my theory in a way. I guess an old person hiding in a hide. I guess for
Mm.
warmth.
Mm.
I guess
Yeah.
all fours theory. I mean, if you're more curled up, the hide covers more, so you'd be staying a lot more warmer on all fours.
And what about you, Sky?
Just thinking, like, could this have been like maybe people that were rejected by their tribe, or like outcasts or whatever, and like, or like maybe they started practicing something else, and it looked creepy or whatever to the tribe, and I don't know, they told tales of it like, oh, it's a boogeyman. It's past members of our tribe that have like, I don't know, something happened to them. They practiced witchcraft or whatever.
I mean,
It's the outcast.
essentially, that is what it is. It's like uh, medicine men and women who practiced essentially the dark arts. Yeah, witch doctors. That's a very good, if slightly racist, way of putting it.
I call Dr. I fell in love with you. Bum 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 bum.
Don't. We're gonna get copy struck.
It's
Brennan,
my voice
shut the fuck
acted.
This small independent podcast is gonna get definitely copy struck.
Have faith, Finn. Have faith, Finn. Have faith.
None of the videos have got more than 30 views. We're gonna get copy struck.
Hey, we got something of an audience.
Hey,
Most
That's
of it,
true.
you fuckers.
no, I don't listen to this stuff.
Hey, I promoted on another server, so maybe you might get more.
Did you?
Yeah.
Which server?
It's a private Discord server, like for a band that I follow,
I could
and that I
do that.
simp over because it's Madeline's cousin.
I was about to say, is it the one with Madeline's cousin?
Look, the fact that they're in any way related was just coincidental.
Yeah.
I just find it really funny though whenever I mention it.
Yeah, it is very funny. I quite enjoy it. Also, just quickly mentioning, this week's episode was actually recommended by Madeline. So,
Oh, nice.
next week's episode was recommended by, I believe, Jacob, and the week after is going to be episode that Nico recommended.
Nice.
So, yeah, just there you go.
I don't even know if I recommended anything. So
yeah, I did ask you for 2, but I don't think you saw the message. Yeah, you can do it after this. All right,
okay.
So now I think we're going to go to the more modern interpretation of the Skinwalker.
Let's go.
So you've got all
this is the 4chan one, right?
Yeah, this is the 4chan one.
No,
So-
the one that we just talked about.
Yeah, not the one that we just talked about.
Okay.
So I'm going to start this not by actually talking about Skinwalkers, but I'm going to talk about a place known for Skinwalkers called Skinwalker Ranch.
Skinwalker Ranch.
So Skinwalker Ranch, or what it's officially called, Sherman Ranch, is
None of those sound badass, by the way.
is a property located on approximately 512 acres of land southeast of Ballard, Utah. And it's reputed to be the site of paranormal and UFO related activities.
Yes,
It's
I know of the ranch.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's located in the Uinta Basin, which is close to Salt Lake City. And basically, it's a place that is just this massive potpourri of different paranormal and supernatural sightings. Like
Is it a big tourist attraction over
it's
there?
a huge tourist
Oh,
attraction.
yes.
How many tourists have seen Skinwalkers?
I
I
don't know.
Okay.
But basically, like, if you can name a cryptid known in America, you can probably claim to have seen it at Skinwalker Ranch. Like, you got Bigfoots, Mothmans, obviously Skinwalkers. The fuck are they called? The
Loch Ness
trousers.
Monsters.
No, because they're from
Used to be an
Scotland, you
emu.
idiot. No.
Are you? Nuh-uh.
What the fuck are they called? Fresno Nightcrawlers, the trouser fellas.
Oh, yeah.
I just couldn't remember what they were called for a second, which is embarrassing considering I have them on a pillow.
Shame.
But yeah, you got UFOs, you got orbs, you got mysterious lights. That's basically, if you can think of a cryptid that you can see in America, you probably could see it at Skinwalker Ranch.
Dinosaurs.
Cattle mutilation, that sort of shit as well.
I laughed as soon as you were saying cattle mutilation. I did not mean to laugh at that.
You're a terrible person, Sky.
I already realized I made it. I was laughing at another terrible thing in one of the other episodes, and I didn't mean for it to be.
What were you laughing at from a different episode?
That island where three families were fighting.
Oh,
and
the one in fucking. It's on the tip of my tongue. No, I've lost it.
yeah, but anyway,
Galapagos.
Yeah. You were saying one of them was like beating one of them, but then it's like, and then he would often stay at other people's places. I found that part funny, not the beating part.
Yeah.
I found it was like, I'm just going over there. Fuck you.
Fuck you, Baroness von whatever your name was. I'm going here with away from you and your other concubine.
and our other boyfriend.
Yeah. In this psychotic little throuple we've got going on. That's a funny story. I love that.
Good times.
But yeah. So now that we've talked about Skinwalker Ranch, let's just talk about like actual 4chan Skinwalkers, as I'm going to call them.
4chan walkers.
4 walkers, which sounds a lot cooler. Chan walkers. Walkers Chan.
Walkers Chan.
Yeah, I prefer that.
Oh my god. Is there some anime uwu Skinwalker?
That is so horrible to think of. I hate that, and I'm gonna look it up. I'm just gonna look up Skinwalker's uwu and just purely out of curiosity see what comes up.
Oh, I'm very happy now.
I wonder what goes through your head sometimes.
Look, I heard Chan. I heard Skinwalker.
This is the first thing to come up, and it's probably the best you're gonna get.
Yes.
It seems highly disrespectful, but I'm gonna send it to you anyway.
Well, we need to investigate this.
Yeah, this is the investigation.
Oh wow!
It just looks like someone's
perfect.
It just looks like someone's drawn furry art of the Skinwalker.
This is my Skinwalker sonar. Oh wow!
Man, the silhouette of it looks like fucking a starving fucking Bendy from Bendy and the Ink Machine.
Oh, this is This is almost exactly what I'm looking for. I'm gonna need to do some of my own research to find some more images, but perfect. This is great so far.
See, that looks like more what I'd imagine a Wendigo looking like. Not so much a Skinwalker.
I just love
Yeah,
how
I see that.
terrifying they make the Skinwalkers sound, but it doesn't strike fear in me. The name Skinwalker.
Yeah,
Maybe because
Skinwalker.
you haven't heard any of the stories. I've heard like just some like accounts, and they sound scary.
So yeah, I'll be going through. So I won't be going through any of like the actual accounts because
Yeah,
shockingly, I just couldn't find any.
this.
I just
Yeah,
I don't know why. I just couldn't find any like actual stories on the internet about skinwalkers.
huh. I mean,
Um,
I just did mine all through listening to commentaries on YouTube of stories that people had found. I mean, by
yeah.
all chances, some of these are absolute bullshit, but
Oh yeah, definitely. But
that's
okay.
that's just where I got all my stories from.
So
But
basically,
they're spooky nonetheless.
what I'm gonna do basically is just recite some the best I can remember. Um,
All right,
so
perfect.
yeah. Um, so the basic story of the Skinwalker is a lot like you explained it earlier, Sky. Um, where so say you're walking through the woods with a group of your mates, you're about to go camping, and one of your friends uh is about to, I don't know, trip over, and you go like, "Oh, hey, look out!" Um, and your friend goes, "Oh, wait, it's thanks." Then you get to your campsite, you set up your campsite, and one of your friends, a different friend, it doesn't really matter, goes to collect some firewood, and after like an hour, you're like, "Oh, this friend has been gone for far too long." And then out of the woods is this uh like 8 foot tall or 8 foot long, I guess, big, um, emaciated, completely pale creature with like a no hair, bright red eyes, and like almost like a dog face. Like imagine the if any of you've seen Full Metal Alchemist, um, imagine the chimera that was made of the girl and the dog. Um,
Okay.
which fucking scarred me. Um,
I mean, I can't.
when
I
I was a
haven't seen
kid.
it, but I'll look at.
Um, but and then that creature comes out of the woods and just goes like, "Hey, look out!" Like how you said it, but wrong.
Yeah.
Um, I feel the best way I ever heard it described was like, do you remember that thing that was like the cat that was like Long Don Johnson?
Yeah.
Um, it's sounding a lot like that, like a cat trying to intimidate, not intimidate, imitate human speech and not
It's
quite
not quite
getting
there.
there.
The
Yeah,
Welcome to the uncanny valley, motherfucker.
yes, very uncanny valley.
Yes.
Uh, and that is like the basic 4chan Skinwalker story.
Damn, that's the only one I knew about.
Um, but like obviously there are many variations
Oh
on
my
that.
god,
Yeah, that
that is
that
so creepy.
that fucking that Full Metal Alchemist episode fucking scarred me as a
Oh,
kid.
that
And
is so gross.
it just straight up put me off anime for a very long time.
Look,
So I'm like,
out of
so it's
all the
like,
things that can pull you off anime, fair enough.
yeah, I was just like, nope, not for me. The only anime I'm gonna watch is Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, and Digimon.
It still doesn't. I don't. I guess doesn't frighten me. I don't know.
Well, go
I
get a
feel
life.
like
It didn't so much frighten me; it just unnerved me so much that it gave me that pit in my stomach feeling. I was like, nope, that's just not right.
Yeah,
No one should have made this.
I think what gets me is like it's the almost human factor, and the
Well,
fact
yeah,
that
because
it's like trying to imitate someone, but
mm,
just that it's not quite there. That's what's creepy, and like
yeah,
I know, just like the way like how people have described it, like oh, and if they you can draw them in by doing this, and like
yeah,
and then they don't talk about it afterwards, and just all this stuff. It's very To me, it's like ooh, creepy.
And
I
it's
don't know.
interesting. It's interesting. So you go, Brendan.
I don't know. I feel like the whole it's almost human factor doesn't really like creep me out or anything. It
Mm.
makes me feel, I guess, a lot more sorry than creeped out.
Mm.
Is that
I
because
feel
you
like
relate to it?
no, I just feel a lot more. I feel a lot more empathetic. Like
Oh,
I feel
these,
like it'd be
it's also implied that they go on to kill those campers as well. But
Besides that,
so,
yeah, sure,
so,
empathy.
so yeah, I can understand the empathy,
Yeah.
but yeah, don't be too empathetic.
yeah, but I see that you say it makes you feel uncomfortable and stuff like that.
Well,
But
knowing that like harm will come from it,
but see,
that's what brings it.
I see that they look like it. They've portrayed like I guess a bit of like despair or desperation
Mm.
in that image alone. But
Wait,
from
which
what I
one?
know, because I've never done any research into Skinwalker.
That the
Skinwalkers
last
and
picture I
stuff.
posted isn't a Skinwalker. That's from the anime Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, but that's how they portrayed the Skinwalker, right?
No,
No,
that's
no,
that's
that's
just
just how
a lot of Skinwalkers are described to look a lot like this, but hairless. That's just like the best reference picture I could get.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like I know. I still feel like I'd feel a lot more empathy towards it than uncomfort.
Well,
really.
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Huh.
fair enough. But
I don't know.
also, Finn, you and me, we
Yes.
know we'll get out of the woods then. If we see a skinwalker, we know we'll be fine because it's just gonna
Yeah,
go after Brendan.
Brendan will go to hug the Skinwalker while us two will be fucking legging it.
Hey, you know what, Brendan? If you come out riding on its back like your buddies, I'll
Props
eat
to
my
you.
word. I'll eat
Props
my
to
shoe.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I completely understand that. Like you have made some sort of warlock pact with the Skinwalker.
Look, if they were made to be scary, they wouldn't be called Skinwalkers. God damn it!
That's the Western name, though.
It's not scary.
Skins and walking are scary.
You are technically a Skinwalker. You have skin and you walk.
Tell that to my legs. All right.
We
There's
get
actually
it in your robot from like waist down. Okay.
yeah. I am Cyborg from the Justice League, but white.
Why
I'm
do you
fat.
have to like specify but white?
Because he was black.
Yeah. You don't have to specify but white.
Nah, don't. It
Shut
makes
up.
it
You
more
have to-
funny. Than...
You have
Okay,
to
then
specify but British.
I'm Cyborg from the Justice League, but British and fat. Okay.
Exactly, there we go.
Well, I can still picture white.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you know me.
No, just a fat British man.
Yeah. It's less direct, you know.
This is so mean. This is so bad.
I'm
Anyway, back
tempted-
to the Skinwalker.
Anyway, there's one last version of the Skinwalker, like one last internet Skinwalker.
Alright.
Being quite a recent one, being the TikTok Skinwalker.
Okay, well, I haven't heard this one.
So it's kind of like a very neat mixture of both the Native American version of the Skinwalker and the 4chan version of the Skinwalker,
Okay.
where it's like very animalistic in the sense that it basically is just a coyote, but it also does the whole imitating thing.
Yeah, okay.
So, like, I would recommend, like, next time you're on TikTok, look up #Skinwalker. Yes, there was an awful movie. There are many awful
God.
movies. But yeah, next time you're on TikTok, look up #Skinwalker, and there are some really like well-made videos about like people in quote unquote encountering skinwalkers.
Yeah. Okay. I'll
So-
have a look for it.
Yeah, just next time you're on TikTok. Do you have TikTok, Brendan?
Yes, I do.
All right, cool.
I've
I
sent
shall.
you
Don't say it was
TikTok
such
links, so I don't know
shame.
what you're on about.
Yeah, fair enough. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, unless anyone has any final theories, I think that's what we'll call it for this episode.
I'm trying. I don't know. Like, I mean, if I'm gonna give it like say that yes, these are beings that like, and like maybe these are people that actually did some dark artistry and they actually became these beings that are monsters in a way. But if I was to follow that, then the modern Wendigo is just a an old person from a tribe, and it's just like this is them, and
What do
they're
you mean
still
Wendigo?
alive.
Do you mean Skinwalker?
Oh, shit, Skinwalker. What? You know, words are hard. Right? I can't speak. Anyway,
That's the mood.
the Red Bull isn't kicking in. Anyway, I don't know.
What
Like,
are you doing having Red Bull at 7 o'clock?
I
By the
needed
way,
to. I need to. Like, after we finish recording, I gotta go out and photograph it. I'm gonna do some photo shoot.
Oh,
Uh,
where's my
Not a big
invite?
one. It's just me and my brother going to the park in the rain.
Where's my invite? God damn.
Do you want to come down here?
Yeah, I'll fucking
Nah.
come down for a photo shoot. Oh, okay.
No, I'm joking.
I feel this is a conversation for off air.
Shut up.
So
But yeah, I don't
join
know.
us next.
I was gonna say like
Um,
some of the other depictions I've heard about skinwalkers, some like other ones like they have like some have like described as like almost deer-like with antlers.
See that does sound more like a Wendigo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
See,
Look,
like
But yeah, like
I'm-
those are
I'm gonna-
creepy. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna do a whole episode on Wendigo, but it's like the typical like Wendigo is like a very emaciated, lank creature with like a deer skull for a head and antlers. So
actually,
like very similar to like the 4chan Skinwalker, but
Oh.
with a deer skull.
I just remembered something. So it's like I'll say like one other thing like I heard that was like I thought kind of creepy, and then like what I think could have been mistaken for a skinwalker. So
Yeah.
one time I remember hearing like the quote unquote encounters is like these group of people like saw like they found like a dog like creature, and they were looking at its eyes, and they almost looked like human eyes.
Yeah.
It like imagine a dog, and it just has people eyes. Like you can.
I don't want to.
It's a creepy thought. That's all I'm saying. It's like
Extremely
a
creepy
creepy thought. But then one of the other like what like I think could have been mistaken for skinwalkers is like maybe in a possibility that maybe they saw like animals that are not bipedal, and they were up on their hind legs, and
Mm.
they were walking for a couple of seconds, and like people just saw that and they're like, "Oh my god, I've never seen this before. That is the scariest thing I've ever seen."
Mm.
And then they passed the message on, like, or they might have been like, "Oh, that's a bit scary. That would be a good tale to tell." Just like maybe they saw an animal that's not bipedal, standing on their hind legs, walking around for a couple steps.
It's funny that you should mention it because like, a common theory is that have you ever seen a bear with mange?
A bear with what?
Mange. It's a disease.
Oh no, but
Here, I'll post a
Ew.
picture of one because they're not. It's not pretty. That's a
oh
bear
my
with mange.
god, that is depressing.
Yeah. A lot of people have been like, "Yeah, a skinwalker is probably just a bear with mange."
that's what
Yeah,
look
I mean,
like
I
on
see
Wednesday.
that. Yeah, that's probably.
Yeah, no,
Mm.
that's what I looked like on Wednesday, Finn. That's how bad I was.
This is you every day of the week.
Yeah, it does look a shocking amount like Brendan.
That's actually
Uh.
my long lost cousin.
Yeah, there's bear of me.
Yeah, I'm like 1/16 bear.
Yeah.
Oh,
We've always
Griggly
assumed
Bear
Brendan.
specifically.
Yeah,
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 Griggly
Griggly Bear. That's a little teaser for a future project, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes,
But,
yes. it
like what made me think of that was like it was just this video. I mean, it was a funny video, but like this dog was like looking on the counter, and then the owner would like looked at it and was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And the dog like got confused and then walked away on its hind legs. Like a person. It was funny, but it's like, oh god, imagine just, like the dog just walking on his hind legs like a person. Like, oh shit, gotta go.
Okay, look. All I'm saying is this cryptid or whatever it is,
Mm.
could be a lot more scarier
If it had a better name.
if it had a better name.
Okay, do you want to quickly spitball some better names, Brendan?
No, because I'm not good at naming things. But all I'm saying is,
Oh, how convenient.
all I'm saying is, Skinwalker is not like, I guess, is not a scary thing. Skinwalker is basically us. We have skin and we walk. We're all pretty basically skinwalkers if you think about it.
Okay, here's a quick-fire better name for skinwalkers.
Yeah.
Brendan.
Finn. No, Finn. No. That's not
Yes.
scary enough.
Would that be like
Brendan-
fish people?
Shut up. Berendon.
The Berendins are coming.
All
The
right.
Berendins are coming.
Hear me out. Hear me out. What if you call them?
Milan!
What if you call them Craig?
And with that, I think we'll wrap up this episode.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
feel like Craig strikes fear in everyone.
Check out the email, the Twitter, the Patreon, the TikTok. I can't think of anything else. Apple Podcasts. Anything else, fellas? Sky's Instagram.
Yeah, I mean, I know I literally am not active. It's been a long couple months.
I'm still gonna tag you though.
I mean, I literally have a song that's almost finished. I'm just trying to decide if I add vocals to it.
Fair
But
enough.
there's a song that's pretty much complete.
Brendan, do you have anything you want to tag?
You should follow the Voynich Manuscript. It's actually a pretty good podcast, to be honest. I listen to it on occasion. I just don't
you're
like sharing
you're
my
a
voice.
sweetie. You're a sweetie.
Not because of Finn though, because Sky's on there sometimes.
I like how
Okay,
I like
fuck
how you
you
were gonna
then.
say like you were gonna say every day, but you knew that was a lie. So you're like every now and again.
Yeah, every now and again. It's every now and
Alright.
again because I have another podcast I'm dedicated to listening to, and Finn approves of it. So
Yeah.
How
All right.
dare you.
All right.
All right. Perfect.
See you next week then. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.